People don't realize the gravity of that statement. Marion is weary.
That's why you marry used to be chubby.
We have perfect marriages. Yes.
Just the switch.
You must do content. I get sexy lingerie.
Ooh.
Everyone, welcome to my channel. It is me, it is I, Lam.
No, hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Olamide, and if you're seeing me for the very first time, welcome. If you're new here, if you're seeing me for the very first time, welcome. And if you're an OG, thank you so much for joining.
Thank you for watching our channel.
And this is Chidima, my friend. I'm going to leave a handle on the screen right now and also in the description box. Again, please go to the description box. I leave a lot of information there. I noticed that so many people do not check it, but please go. And
I wonder why. Is it a Nigerian thing?
I don't know, but some of the information are there, like a handle and things, other things like for example, my makeup videos, the products that I use, everything is there. So yeah, you want to check that out as well. So in today's video, we're going to be shooting something very interesting
And juicy.
and very juicy, talking about all your nosy married content, juicy married content. Please, it's not so serious. Okay, disclaimer, it's actually not that deep, just so that
Pause.
just to manage.
No, it's not. Wait, it's what we're gonna test now.
I thought we already tested last.
This is the real one. Hey, okay, sorry, let's go on.
Okay, so that was a lighter note. So we got together. We're both married. Show them your ring. We're both married, by the way. And then, okay, just backstory. I met Chidima in 2015, and I think Jesus Yoruba. I did a makeup. I think she was my first client in OAU.
Your first muse.
My first muse in OAU. And if I can find the picture, I hope I'll be able to find it. If I can find it anywhere, I'll
No.
yeah, I'll find
chocolate. So I like a chocolate on my neck right there.
That's how many years ago? 8 years ago. If I can find the picture, please put it on the screen. Come on, it's 8 years ago. Nobody needs to expect too much. And now we're here, we're in the UK together, and we're married, and yeah.
Wait, funny enough, sorry to cut it short, but funny enough, I don't even know what was happening. Like, I think I had this like Rihanna kind of week, and then a friend of mine just reached out to me that Bolawo, that he likes the wig, that he wants to shoot me, and that was just it.
Yeah,
I just said yes, and I don't know what was I thinking then?
You know, I think so. Actually, I didn't even know you. I think I just wanted to work together. Yeah. Okay, so myself and the photographer wanted to work together, and he said he was going to take care of like the muse part.
The muse, yeah.
Because we wanted to like push our agenda forward in terms of like our service
collaboration and everything.
Yeah. And
so he just reached out to me that he would like to photograph me, and
if I can find the picture, you see the Rihanna wig. Anywho, she got married I think 2 years ago now. Yeah. And
wow.
As in, you're supposed to please calm down. You're going to do a lot of talking here.
Jesus.
Let me put you on the pedal. You're going to do a lot of talking here because you're the senior wife. that sounds funny, but please, okay, that's on the lighter note. So she's almost 2 years, I guess. You got married in August.
August 2021.
Okay, I got married July 2022.
Not 2 years, like almost 2 years.
So almost 1 year, almost 2 years. Yeah. So she's going to do a lot of talking because we have a lot of things to learn from her. And me, I'm just going to sit down and learn. So we have some questions that we worked on together, and we're just going to pick randomly. They're in this foil. I'm going to pick randomly. I think we have 2, 4, 6, 8 questions here. And yeah, so let's start.
Let's get into it. So are you picking?
No, you're the senior wife. Okay, before Chidima reads that question, it was a struggle trying to bring up this question because we didn't want to make this look too deep. Yeah. And we also just wanted to vibe and
don't take us serious. Let me get to the please and please. It's just our opinion as of now.
No advice.
So it's not like
again, yeah, I like what she said. It's our opinion for now because things can change as we progress.
Yeah.
We can do another video next year and say, hey, this thing I said
was rubbish.
Something else has changed. But right now, just meet us at our level and then hear our
entertain
my own point of view and where we're at right now.
Okay, so the question is, how do you keep the spice in your
I'm so
marriage?
happy you picked this question. How do you keep the spice in your
You didn't
marriage?
ask. How do you?
No, you picked the question.
If my husband is watching this, okay. Let me see. Okay, well, how do I keep the spice in my marriage?
Remember we had this conversation.
We've had this conversation
Me and
last
Anita.
year. Yes, last year. And it's the same thing, nothing has changed. My husband might disagree. I'm sorry if he disagrees, but I think the way I try to keep it spicy is I get sexy lingerie.
Ooh.
Yes.
Sorry, please, if you're not up to 18, if you're not up to 18, your mom is calling you right now.
Just go.
Right, Pepe.
So yeah, I mean, by wearing sexy lingerie and my mother would say that I don't twerk anymore, and that's true.
He said, why you not?
I don't have strength. I'm sorry. I don't have strength.
Why you not twerking
My
anymore?
knees are not young anymore. But yeah, I mean, but apart from buying sexy lingerie, okay, yeah, there's something else I really like is having like bubble baths together, like in a bathtub.
Ooh.
That's really nice. With candles. I go extra. Like you see me lighting candles, roses everywhere. Yeah, so that's really nice. That's just it.
Adventurous stuff you spoke about.
Oh yeah, there's something else. Yeah, thanks for reminding me. So I got this book from the Adventure Challenge. It's like a company. I think they're based in the US. So they have like this book where you and your partner can do like challenges to experience new stuff. So that also works. That also works. Like just keep things spicy. Then of course go on dates. Go on dates. Like make sure you go on dates. It's so important, really. And yeah, that's it.
Oh God, that's what I do. Sexy lingerie, good.
Oh, okay.
Bats and bubbles or bubbles and bats, good. Baiting, oh no, this is TMI. Okay,
Too much information.
Moving on to the next question. It's my turn right now. Jesus.
Open that.
Okay, so oh God, my own question says, why did I pick this question? What did you and your husband do in prep for marriage?
This is interesting.
Okay, so for me, I think it's just so many things. First off, entering the relationship, we knew that we was marriage, so it's not like we got to a point and there was just the switch. Yeah. But maybe the switch in quotes was when we had like the proposal and we started to plan for the wedding, and like getting married, which was counseling. And I still remember one year when she said, "Go for counseling." She must say, "You must do counseling."
Of course.
That don't mind them all. If you tell your husband, they will say no. They will find a but tell you must do counseling.
Of course.
So yeah, we had like marriage counseling. Our church was having one, and what we did also was we had a book that we were reading. Okay. So yeah, we had a book that we were reading, and we also had another. So we did like counseling with our own church. Then we also got a course there's this Amari course from the Elevation Church that we had to do as well. It's a very long course, really. So we did that every Saturday. Again, what else did we do? What else did we do? What do you do when you're planning to get married? And then, like in all of those courses, you're able to touch on different aspects. So sorry, this might feel like very summarized. So you're able to touch on, who does what in the house. You're able to touch on like sex. You're able to touch on like your financial position. When you even want to have kids. When you want to buy a house, like how do you, in terms of even money to like, let's say your family or your in-laws, like.
Let me jump in. Yeah, for me, what we did, like you said, what we did was. We did the marriage counseling with like a proper marriage counselor that was recommended to us by a friend, and it was really good because we also did the church counseling, but most of it was remote for us because it was same for you, right? Yeah, most of it is remotely, of course, but doing the counseling like with the proper counselor, I would say, in quote proper. Well, we spoke about a lot of things like love languages, making sure that you are loving your partner like the way they want to be loved. Not in for example, not in your head. Like, some people now, for example, their love language, let's say my love language is like touch, right? that is my love language. So the way I would know you're showing me love is when you're touching me, right?
Yeah.
But then if I start showing that to her, maybe I'm always touching, right?
Yeah.
And that's not your own love language. So you see the disconnect. So to me, I'm showing her love by touching her, but to her, I'm not showing her love. In fact, she's like, who is this one? Get away from me. You get. So it's really important to, like, know your partner's love language, how they want to be loved, and then they should know your own love language. And something else we spoke about was family values. Like, we had to come up with a family value.
Yeah, true.
A family, I've forgotten what it's called, but like a summary of what you want your family,
what you want to stand for,
what you want your family vision to be, what you want your family to stand for. Then we spoke about finances, like you said. How do we plan to handle finances when the children come? How do we plan to handle that? And something else we spoke about, something else that I really appreciate that our counselor did for us was a manual. So we got individual manuals. You know, when you get something new, for example, if I just buy this plate, for example, and it comes with a manual, they would tell me how to use the plate, right? How do you wash it? How do you use it? And how do you store it? So what she did for us was to come up with like a couple's manual for him and for myself, so that at any point at all in our relationship, we still do that audit from time to time. We go to that manual and we kind of check to see that, okay, how do you make Chidima happy, for example? And the things have not changed. Like, I went through my manual and I was like, okay, these things have not changed. I still like words of affirmation. I still do, because sometimes your love language can change, but some things there still remain the same. That so basically you get the idea.
Your turn.
Oh, okay. How are you able to navigate or maintain relationships with your in-laws? Oh, nice. For me, okay. So a bit of a background. I'm married to a Yoruba guy and I'm Igbo. So yeah, so this is a very good question that I've picked up. I call them, they're like my family now. So I mean, I wouldn't say I call a lot, and the truth of the matter is, even my own family, I don't call them that much. I don't call my family that much, but once in a while I do call or send a message, or they send me messages that, oh, how are you doing? Or I send them a message that, how are you doing? But the person I'm really close to is my mother-in-law. Funny enough, like, I'm actually close to that woman and I love her so much. She's like the best mother-in-law, please. Like, she's the best. And we speak a lot. Like, if we've not spoken for a while, she'll say, Deborah, you've forgotten how. So if we don't talk like this, like, it's always, yeah, so that's how I do it. But I feel like the thing that I'm missing is the fact that I can't speak Yoruba. So I feel like our relationship would even be closer if I could speak Yoruba. And that's like one of my goals for this year, try and just speak Yoruba.
What do you understand when they speak?
Just a little bit, but honestly. And my husband can speak, so I'm even hoping that I get to pick it up.
Well, I wanted to say something, but I rather not say, but people are going to drag me. So I wanted to say that even for me, when I speak to my mother-in-law, I speak Yoruba, but I'm not as, because I don't communicate so
primarily
much in Yoruba, so it's even sometimes a problem. But we're also very cool, we're close. But I also feel the same, that if I was able to like speak Yoruba as much as my
the relationship would just go from,
would have been so sweet and like
it would just go from 0 to 100 real quick.
In addition to us, I think like your family, your husband's family is not your family, whether I like it or not. And yeah, so for me, my in-laws, or let me say like my sister-in-laws, and they're like actually like my siblings at this point. And
are you guys close?
Yeah, we are. I feel like they won't speak to me maybe almost on the same level as they speak to their brother.
That's cool.
So yeah, but it's just showing that interest and wanting to like know about them or just so you just have to build that relationship, because they're not going anywhere anytime soon, and it's just
and sorry to key into that's something that's very important as well. Like, when you are dating your guy, try to also know like how his family is, because a lot of people think that it's just dating the man that is enough. Honestly, it's not enough, because yes, you will not stay with your in-laws, but there's nothing like peace of mind knowing that your in-laws love you.
Yeah.
There's nothing like that, because honestly, that's something that I actually had to think about a lot, because knowing that I was marrying into like a Yoruba family that is not Igbo, and it's not something I was used to. The culture is different. That in fact, just the culture difference alone was enough to, you know, to say, okay, am I sure and everything. But when I looked into the family, I found that like the family was even similar to my own family. The only difference was just maybe the tribe. But the family values and all of that was okay, and the siblings okay, God-fearing family. So I was like, okay, yeah, I can definitely go ahead. So always make sure that you're cool with the family before getting into it. I beg.
So my own question says, why is she not getting this question? I've been on married for 10 years. What's this?
It's God.
What shocked you the most about getting married? There's a friend of mine, my babe Joy, and she's always asking, so you're married, what has even changed? And to be honest, I don't know. First of all, before I answer this question, I think that's one thing I actually want to chip in.
Okay.
When people ask you, you're now married, what has even changed? I'm always clear, I don't know what to say. There's something else to be saying.
It's a good thing if nothing has changed.
That's what she says to anytime I tell her.
It's a good thing if nothing
it's
has
supposed to change. The only thing that has changed.
Something is supposed to change, but it's a good thing if the fact that you can't even think of something has changed, but the fact that you can't think of something that has changed is good, because it kind of shows that you guys are like operating at a level that is the same, and no pressure from external factors or internal factors or anything like that. Because if something has changed, the way humans we're wired to think about bad things or the worst case scenarios. So if something has changed and it is bad, to come to your mind. To come to your mind and say, oh, my husband doesn't let me do this anymore. But the fact that you can't think of any of that, then it kind of means that you have a great relationship.
Sometimes you forget that you're married. Sometimes like, I'm actually married though.
Yeah.
Like me, this small girl, you're married.
I was at the hair salon a few days ago, and one of the barbers there wanted to shoot his shorts in a funny way.
With this UK.
In a funny way, cause it was not even being direct. It was not like that. I was not wearing my ring. I hardly wear my ring.
Exactly. Every time I don't wear my ring, is it that a bus driver is winking at me, or somebody called Nelson starts to follow me from
these people in this UK? They are not okay.
They followed me because I wasn't wearing my ring. I was taking a morning walk. And then they were saying, oh, where do you stay? I was like, give me your number. I said, I'm married. Just look at me and say, oh, you're married. I just entered the station.
I was walking from the station one day. Let me even forget the Baba one. I was walking from the station one day, and a guy came to me. For 2 scenarios I'll give you guys. A guy came to me and said, hi, can I talk to you? And I'm like, oh, I'm married. Excuse me. I was like, oh, I'm married. And then he said, but you're not wearing your ring. And I said,
the audacity.
And I said, yeah, I'm not wearing my ring, but I'm married. And I said, then she just said something like, then my husband like will have a run for his money, blah blah blah, because he's still going to want. I was like, oh God, please don't talk to me. I'm married, please. Like, he thought I was either joking, or he thought that the fact that I was not wearing my wedding ring meant that okay, there's something wrong in my you know. But sometimes
I forget to wear your ring.
At some point, I forgot my ring in one of my jackets for days. I was looking for my ring. I said, hey Jesus, I lost my ring. So it's not. I mean,
okay. So back to the question: what shocks you the most about getting married? The only thing, like I already mentioned when we're doing this, having this planning for this video, is the fact that I have to be cooking. Like, if we don't cook, we're going to be buying food, and if we keep buying food, we're not going to have any money again. So we need to cook so that we can eat in the house. I need to cook, like, it's like my mother cannot cook, but if you cook food for me and I'm very hungry and food is not nice, like, I'm any problem. Do you understand? So I do most of the cooking because I like my food in certain ways. So I do most of the cooking in the house, which is, it can be very stressful because both of us are working now. Why is it just me? Like, why is it me? The people are also to work together. Yeah. Why is it me that still has to cook at the end of the day? Yeah. But yeah, I think it is what it is. I think that's the only thing that shocked me the most about getting married. There's really nothing that stands out negatively or anything. But Another thing that shocked me, it don't shock me, but my husband does not have the ability to make me happy.
Yeah. Like in 100%.
I forgot that. Like, of course you can do like nice gestures. I'm like, oh, that's cute, that's nice of you. But I don't even, maybe I shouldn't call it happiness, because happiness is transient. Maybe joy. Okay, let's say happy. He doesn't have the ability to, because he's a person, and
Yeah,
it's just not his to give.
Yeah.
He wasn't built to give me everything that I want. Yeah. Because we are both a person.
Yeah.
And we have God that we are depending on for strength. So yeah, it wasn't shocking, but yeah, because I will not say because sometimes when you're down and he is trying to make you happy and all, you just frustrate his efforts. Yeah. So it's not majorly shocking, but it's just something I always put out there.
A lot of things have shocked me. Really, because I think the number one for me is how, when normally you quarrel with someone, let me take a step back. I feel like, let me not digress. Okay, let me just say it. When you quarrel with someone, you have a fight with someone, and you are expected to like have your own space to go and cool off. It's difficult. The fact that you're even angry with your husband, and then you cook food, maybe even the food that caused the quarrel, you ended up cooking it, you would still need to go and give him the food. Like, you still need to feed him. Even though in your anger you're still feeding him. Like
it's fine to fight that we not say that we're not loving again. It's not small fight.
It's so annoying. It's so annoying. Like, I get what you're saying, but like, it's so annoying. Like, that was shocking to me, the fact that, because that's like you said.
You can't just say I'm angry, I'm not going to cook for this family.
Yes.
Nothing.
When you say you're angry, you can't give him food, because that kind of means that you don't love the person. But that came as a shock to me, like how you need to swallow sometimes your own fighting claim that, okay, you were right in this issue. You need to sometimes swallow it just to make peace reign that period or that instance. Or because guess what, if you're angry with him and then maybe you're going to cook that food and you don't give him, it causes another problem, and it makes you seem like a wicked person, really. Do you get what I'm saying? Like,
except the seed is not eating, then that's fine.
They will not say they're not eating. When you go there, should I bring your food? Yeah. They'll say, I told you no.
Actually, no.
They will never say no. You can't tell them, should I bring your food? Like, you'll be angry when I say asking them, they will still say yes. So that's what I'm saying. Like, that kind of shocked me, the fact that you need to, that's love. Like, you need to just remind yourself constantly that this person, on most days I like you. Hey, just sometimes that, so that really shocked me a lot. And amongst other things, no, it's too long.
Okay, alright.
Oh my god. Hey? I didn't see this question. It was not there. It was not there. I feel ambushed, guys. Like, it wasn't there.
Nope, it was.
Because she shared the questions with me and I was like, they're okay.
You know you were about to.
You added this
Yesterday, 9 p.m.
Okay. How did you know your husband was the one? Okay. Okay. How did I know it was
Moment of truth. Quite so that's watching.
Please, so like we said at the beginning of this video, okay, but I think, how did I know it was the one? I feel like, so my dating experience, it was I would say the first one that I felt love deeply for. That was just it. Because I've dated before, but most of the people
in the Boski.
I've dated before, yeah, sure, but my dating experience is very, very short.
You know what I called you?
What's in the Boski?
You just know that pastor, that would make you pastor.
I know the major.
That like strong hearts.
That's it. So I've dated before and I've never really been in love with the people I dated. It was always even coming up as issues. Like the fact that I couldn't feel deeply for them. I love them more on even like friendship level than romantic love. Right? So That's number one. Like, he was the first person that I was actually feeling that, that romantic feeling of romantic love, basically. He was the first person. And then, how did I know he was the one? I feel like it was also because of the kind of person he was. I could relate to him. I could see a lot of the good qualities in my dad, in him. I don't know if that's a thing, like you get attracted to people like. So yeah, so I could see a lot of. He was mature. Consola is mature for his age. We're operating on the same level in terms of things we're thinking about, the same values, ideologies that typically people, because we're pretty young, right? So ideologies that people at our age are not thinking about is already thinking about that. So that kind of attracted me to him. That okay, this guy looks like he has sense. It looks like he's thinking with his brain, and I loved that. I really loved that. So
that's a good one.
And then the final thing actually was I prayed about it, and honestly, I dreamt twice. I kept on telling God, show me, tell me he's the one, tell me, show me, blah, blah, blah. So I dreamt twice, and I heard a voice clearly saying, go ahead, I'm serious.
Come on, pray for me.
I'm serious.
Come on, pray for me.
So I'm serious. I'm serious. I actually prayed.
Spiritual mama, okay? God said,
we're managing, but anyway,
go ahead.
Yeah, seriously.
This is the way walking.
We have to pray about all this.
Oh yeah, you have to, sure.
So I have to pray about it because a lot of a lot of trials and a lot of things came up. So at that point I was like, you know what, God, if he's the one, let's just go, because at some point I just needed that assurance. Yeah. To make sure that you're not making a mistake, because marriage is such a big step. So you want to also make sure that you're not. I
think another thing that some people ask is also when you say you're already in love with this person. What do you expect? We say God tell you, but yeah, don't marry this person. But you already know your heart is there. And you know how all these things are in your mind, and you know what they say is when you dream, whatever you're probably thinking of, there is to dream. So how are you able to distinguish the fact that it wasn't your feelings and it was God's voice?
Another thing, that's why it's also important that before you even say you want to get married or anything, be prayerful. First of all, it's not when, because like you said, it's not when you're inside that you now expect to actually hear the word of God. You actually have to be prayerful before them,
just so that the right person even comes in your way. You don't have to
and you don't miss it,
confused.
And because a lot of people miss it. A lot of people, because they are not aware, people that should have been their husbands, they miss it. Or those that are not supposed to be their husbands, then they go ahead, and then it becomes a problem. That's a really big problem.
Yeah, that's a very good one. Good. Somebody actually, okay, I'm just going to answer now because someone asked me this question. So how did I know my husband was the one months ago? And I said I was going to respond one day. So this is for you, Oluchi, if you're watching. So for me, similar experiences as well, which is you pray. I think once you have peace, like God's answer can come in different ways, in a voice, in just peace, in the fact that what you have on your list aligns closely with. So it's not every time you're saying you'll be expecting God to appear in your dream. Like he comes in
different forms,
different interpretations,
different ways.
Forms. So for me, it was majorly like that peace. How we're thinking, our values, his character. This is someone I can do life with. Get stressed. Because for me, I don't want to go into deep, but I've seen the impact of bad marriages, and I just could not marry. It changes
the trajectory.
I couldn't marry wrong. I just could not have that. I'd rather marry late than jump into that,
And I just want to say something. You know that thing where, you see some things online that they would say the person you marry determines how far you go in life. That thing is true. Don't see that statement. People don't realize the gravity of that statement. It is true. Honestly, I'm just gonna leave it at that. It's true.
Yeah, if you want counseling, come and DM us. We have our fee. As my experience.
Oh my goodness.
The next question, we're almost done. Well, 3 more questions. So the next one is, what advice would you give to anyone that wants to get married? So this is not an advice. I don't even know how best I'm going to answer this question. To get married, you need to have something going on for yourself. Like have your own life. Because after you marry, after all the nice pictures, like you're a person, you can't be doing like every day is not honeymoon. You need to have something going on for yourself as a person.
Yeah.
It's just like you're a human being before anything else. So that's one basic advice, and that encompasses like, so you being yourself, it means like, you know, striving for your goals, doing what makes you happy. So you need to be whole. Maybe that I'm just going to use that as my advice. So you need to be whole as a person. Again, you might have been married and you're still trying to find your feet. That's totally okay. Self-awareness is, you know, good. So yeah, just that knowledge that you need to be whole, you need to be yourself, you need to have things going on for you before you get married is, you know, very important. Marriage can change your life for good, but it's just one part of your entire life.
Just one part, yeah. Okay, so the question, I'm looking at the question and it says like, what advice would you give to anyone that wants to get married? If it's for guys or for ladies, I feel like the general advice I would give, it doesn't matter like what sex you are, is to make sure that you think very, 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 very importantly like about the person's character, because that person is either going to be the father or mother to your kids, right? So you also want to, don't just think about yourself. It goes far beyond you. It goes far beyond you. It goes into like your children. Like, how do you want your children to be raised, and is this the person that is the perfect partner? What values do you want your children to have? Is this person going to impact that value into them? Do you get? So
again, I think nothing else comes to mind. That's a very good conversation. So two questions are coming to my mind from this. So one, now, would you say, okay, I have a guy, I have a list of say 10 values. This guy meets only 8 or meets only 7. Does that mean that it's cancelled?
he's a perfect candidate.
Also, let me release the 5. Let's say he has 5 over 10, and the other ones are ones that you can be worked on. First, might not meet all of your.
Marry a teachable person.
Exactly. Like
that's it.
Another question I wanted to also ask was, you know, you can marry. So what do we do about people? You know, people change.
Marry a teachable person.
But people change in terms of character. Like,
you
can marry someone now
for the bad.
Like, so, like, people can outgrow, like, person that you feel like you know now is going to change before your eyes in like 20 years.
Yeah.
So when you say, okay, marry someone now, but people are going to change, how do you know that it's going to be consistent in his character and actions?
I have an answer for that. Marry a kind person. A kind person is always going to be kind, no matter what, right? Except maybe if it is in his nature or her nature to be kind, that person is not going to change the nature, right? Because if someone is kind, then that person, when you tell the person that, oh, I don't like how you did this, then the person can, you know, understand you and try to adjust themselves for you because they are kind. But if you marry all this weary,
that I don't want to hear, I'm right. Whatever you say,
it's just. It's not just gonna work out. It's just not gonna work out. Because I was asking my husband the other day, and I asked him, I said, do you think you've changed, like, since we got married? Like, just a couple of weeks ago, do you think you've changed? And he said, yes, he has. And I was like, that's true, because the person I'm living with right now is not the person I got married to. He's better.
He's better.
He's better, because
I'm saying he's better. Like, yes, like in terms of
yes, it's better, because they have
and you're better as well.
Yeah,
for me, I'm more patient.
And I'm better as well, because the most important thing is to marry someone that is willing to learn, because what you won't like today, you might not like it tomorrow. So they also have to adjust and learn that, okay, Chidima no longer likes white rice. What she likes now is jollof. And it's true, that's human beings for you. We'll always change. Like, what we like, what we want, our priorities change. It's life. So marry someone that is teachable, because otherwise, sorry. Okay, is it mine? Is this the last one?
We have 2 more, and they're just 8 questions. Well, we don't talk tire. People should please watch to the end. We're almost done.
Hey, did you give me this so specific? I don't trust you. I do not trust you.
Oh yeah, no. Gay. Okay. I was say maybe we should add this to the friendship one. It's marriage.
Okay. Okay. So, has marriage affected any of your friendships? No, that's the short answer. No. Short answer is no. But long answer, yes. answer is no. Okay.
Long answer is yes. Yes and no. You don't want to name one is one shorter than the other.
Okay, so anyways, let me kind of explain. Yes, it has like long answer, and I'm gonna explain right now. So I found out that we'll talk about this in the video, like in our second video.
So yes, before we continue, we have another video coming up. It's going to be on Chidima's channel, but I'm just going to link all that.
Yeah, finish watching this one first, and then you can go and watch it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, it has, and in the essence that I noticed that like most of my friends that are single, like apart from the close ones that if they abandon me I'll just kill them, but yeah, but we've stopped being close and I don't know why. I really don't know why, but yeah, so it has affected my friendships, but I don't know. I feel like as I'm in the UK right now, people in the UK see you beyond your marital status. Actually, that's something that I really respect here. Like the people, my colleagues at work, friends at work, I would like to think that they see me beyond the fact that I have a ring on my finger, right? But it's not the same case with my friends back in Nigeria. That's just what I feel though, because I feel like,
well, I mean, the reason for that, I mean, people at work met you married. Like they met you.
Yeah, okay, already married.
Yeah,
right?
they need you go through that transition.
The thing is, I was speaking to a friend of mine, and we used to be so close. And I was just on WhatsApp that day. Like I don't even know. I was just on WhatsApp. I saw her status, and I called her immediately. I told myself that I'm not gonna let this one go because I've been meaning to call her. Like it's also my fault, right? But for not reaching out sooner. But I called her, and we had like almost 2 hours call that day. It was so fun, like hearing from her. And then I brought this up, like, hey, why am I not talking again? Like we used to be like this in university. What's going on? And this whole thing came up, like, oh, like maybe because we don't have much things to talk about anymore. And I'm like, why and how? Because I still have friends that I told you I was still on a call with Choma on my way here and everything. Like so. I don't think that's it though.
I think that's also it. Another thing is,
but why?
How many people can you have the relationship?
Yes, yeah.
Do you even have, as a person, do you even have the capacity to maintain the
I think they say it's 100 people, right, that you can know at a time.
Apart from you can't even have that close, like, do you even have the way Choma is your best friend? Do you have that capacity to replicate that Choma's relationship in like 5 other people at this stage?
At this stage, 5 may be a stretch, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
So, like, I don't mean.
But it's not about best friend. Like, I'm not even looking to, because she has her own best. This person I'm talking about has her own best friends, right? So I'm not even looking for right from school, university. Like, I knew she had her own best friends. So this one is not a case of bestie kind of thing. It's more of, hey, we were close, we were friends. I knew what I needed to know about you. You knew what you needed to know about me. Like, do you get like? But I also love the fact that I could call her at any time
and not feel
weird about it.
And it's good to even have that conversation because moving on, even if you don't speak for 1 year, you're
So we did a lot of catching up and everything. And so, bottom line is that what Aisha told her was that we should actually try that, even if it's once in 3 months. Like I know we have our lives, but because when we're older with kids, I don't want a situation where I'll be like, oh, that used to be my friend. No, we're still friends. These are the network we should have right now, So yeah, is that the last one?
Edit some. Okay. You're going to have to take the last one. Do you think? See, this one. Do you think a perfect marriage exists? No. Thank you. That's the last question. Think.
As in,
like that's the shortest.
Long and short.
There's no need to be talking anything.
Seriously, there's no perfect marriage. Anybody that tells you they have the perfect marriage, that person is either lying to themselves.
Yeah. Before we take the last question, please take some time to like, share, leave a comment, subscribe, share with your friends, share with your
tell us your opinion. Like if you even disagree with anything we said, I want to know. I want to know what other people think about
this. Please. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, so oh my goodness, how has marriage changed you positively and negatively? Okay, so
or negatively.
Negatively, right? Okay, so positively, marriage has changed me in the sense that I am more self-aware and emotionally aware. I actually have to like talk about my feelings. You get that kind of thing, like, because I mean, if you guys, for example, back to the argument case, like normal, even meet, I'm still struggling with it, but when I argue, my reaction usually is just to carry face. Like, I'll just be on my own, I'll just be doing my own thing around the house, I won't look at you in the eyes, I'll just be doing my own thing, that kind of thing. But
then you want it's just for attention, so that person will know. If the person is not looking at you or know that you said you don't face on top, I think that just shows that why are you not coming? It's like you want the attention, but you don't want the attention.
So you have to communicate. You have to communicate your feelings. And speaking of communication, you have to tell them what you like. If you don't tell them, they're not Jesus Christ.
They will do what you don't like.
They're not Jesus Christ. They'll do what you don't like, and then you'll not be angry. So save yourself the stress. Yeah. Tell them, whoever the person is, like, this is what I like, and they will do it so that you'll be happy. And yeah, so that's it. Then negatively, I've become too dependent. I think
if you're not dependent, there's probably like that's how it's supposed to be, I guess.
But too dependent.
That's what it's not good. Imagine in 20 years from now. You can't help it. So the same way you're dependent on him is maybe it is probably too dependent on him.
It's dependent on me.
Exactly. That's just it. You know at home now. See now, to find Wi-Fi is a problem. Wi-Fi passwords. Like, yeah, it's just
How about you?
I might answer the question too.
Yes.
How has marriage changed me positively? I think for me, I don't want to copy your answers, but that's part of it too. I'm more patient. I'm more tolerant. I communicate better now. I don't fight about the things that I used to fight about as much as I used to before. There's much more understanding, and this also like trickles down into other aspects in how I think I show more grace. And this also like so for example, a friend called me yesterday and then she was just apologizing. Like, there's no point. Like, first of all, I think I'm moving at this point in my life. I don't have strength. You don't have, like, you're being drama, just kind of drama, I'm great. So I think that there's just that grace, it's just that patience. I don't have strength for it. I'm just about my life and just, you know, being much more focused on, you know, the things that really matter. So yeah, I think that's about it. Negatively, negatively, why is that so you marry used to be chubby? Why? When you marry, wait, everything will be big. If you are speaking to me, speak to me direct. No, it's not you. It's not you. Why are we having double chin and fupa? What's the problem? I don't know. Why am I wearing double chin? Double chin. Why can't I don't even understand why. It's peace of mind. I think that's about it. I think that's majorly nothing. Like there is no negative. You don't hear anything negative. It's not here. It's not here. You will find it. I'm sorry. We have perfect marriages. Yes. By God's grace, everything is fine. Thank you. Thank you very much. But yeah, I think the other thing you want to say, closing remarks. Chairman of Yoki Show. Almost 2 years married. Oh my God. I feel like this was before actually. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. Well, I don't know. Is there anything to add? There's nothing. Okay, since chairman of the occasion has said that there's nothing to add. We've spoken about everything, but you guys let us know if you know there's something you wanted us to talk about. If you want to see more of this video, just leave a comment down below. If you have more questions you want to ask, I'm sure that we didn't touch on everything. Yeah. And there's some things we can't actually openly share here as well. So just leave a comment and we'll see how we can navigate like with our responses. But so yeah, navigate with our responses. Yes, no, because we might not be able to put something. Filtering it. Yes, we might not be able to. Like someone should ask you a deep question now. You'll not be able to open. And then I will tell them a deep answer. I will not say, okay, respond like reach out to me in my DM and then see we are talking like I bet we should start business in this UK. A big podcast. Everybody's doing podcast now, please. Tell us. No, let's start counseling services. Even me, I need a counselor. I do. Okay. Alright, so we've come to the end of video. Let me know if you liked this video. Leave a comment, share, and all of that good stuff.
Yeah.
And we'll see you guys in our next video. Bye.